Alright, today we're going to build this welcome sign. It's basically designed for you to put some sort of a plant on it. You can put 2 of those or whatever you want. Okay, it's built out of just over 2.5 cedar fence pickets. The amount of leftover that you're going to have is that much, which is probably enough to build one of those little ones. It's entirely put together with PL Premium construction adhesive, which is waterproof, and held together with brad nails. The brad nails are just acting as clamps. Once this stuff dries, it's never coming apart. So anyway, let's show you how we build it. Let's get to it. Okay, so here's our 3 boards laid out. I am going to use the sign maker right now to carve in the welcome while the board is still full length, because it is so much easier than trying to get a small piece into the sign maker. You'll see what I mean when I'm doing this here. Okay, so at the beginning here, we're going to put in 3 kind of backwards, just so you don't mistake them, letters to get it away from the edge. And then I am going to put in my this is one of the big ones, and the rest of them are small because I have limited space to work with. So I'll have to change bits after I carve the W. All right, same thing. Got a messed up L here. The spacer. Okay, so that's all set up. Now I have made it so my sign is right here, and this is the reason why. So I can put this here, kind of center it in there. And then I got my clamping points on each side. And I have nothing to worry about hitting. Now if I had cut it, then it's going to be in here, and then I got to rig up a whole bunch of stuff to make it. It's just much better this way. All right, so there's your welcome. You don't have a sign maker, it's no big deal. Just use a stencil. I'm going to show you how we do that on the other side after we get everything cut up. So I put the layout in such a way that you can see the way that I get the sign maker on there with having lots of places to clamp it down. So I put the post here, the upright. There's the sign, and these are 2 of the fence pickets. The fence pickets for the thing, not this fence picket. We'll put all these together again after we cut them, just so you can see the layout. But there's your deck top. This is all leftover that we're going to save for something else. And then this one is broken down into the back support and the top of the fence, the deck back, the deck front, the 2 side, and 2 more of the fence pickets. All right, so here's our upright post, marked at 36. All right, there's our sign, marked at 15. "20 inches for the fence boards. Fence boards, 20 inches. All right, so there's your deck sides. Here's my 2 lines for the kerf of the blade. And then I've drawn out the front and the back of the deck. I am going to cut it here. And then after I put it through the table saw, come back and do it there. That way I don't have to put these little pieces through the table saw. Okay, so it's going to be 29 and an 1/8 because it's an 1/8 for the kerf of the blade. Okay, so this is the top and the back support at exactly 20 inches. Okay, so we're cutting the posts. It's the thickest piece on the project, except for the deck boards, obviously. We're going to cut them at 4 inches. Okay, the next oddball piece we're going to cut is the top. which is going to be 3.5 inches. Okay, so what's left over from this piece, because there's your top, this is going to be the back brace. Okay, so everything else here is going to be ripped at 2 5/8. So now we can cut our sides, our deck sides, at 9 inches. The front of the deck is 18.5 inches. So we got our 4 fence pickets, and I'm going to cut dog ears in the top of them. Just going to measure down 3/4 of an inch. So we're going to put the front on first. Measure in 3/4 of an inch. Okay, it's going to go something like that. But I'm going to put dog ears on here first, just down 1 inch. Okay, we're going to try something different here. I got a stencil. Ordinarily, you would just use this and paint the thing. I have a scorch pen here. I'm just going to try it out. It's meant for hardwood, but I'm just going to try it and see. You guys can see what it does. So you got to make sure that you don't have too much flow. All right, so it definitely bled a bunch because it's really soft wood. It looks okay, but I'm going to use this side, so it's fine. All right, so now I want to have dog ears on this, and it's done. All right, so this is the difference between having the teak oil and not having the teak oil. And now we should put the hooks in before I do this one. That way I don't have to wait for it to dry. I'm gonna go something like that. Just pick kind of a random spot. Just mark with the pencil. So I'm just gonna put the finish on it. And just in case you're all curious, it said not to use it on anything other than hardwood. And I think that's why. So yeah, don't use it on softwood. And of course, cedar's about as soft as you can get. All right, there we have it. Let me know how much you think you can get for this in your area, because I really don't know. I know this one around here would sell probably for about $95 Canadian. So all of the hardware and tools used in this will be linked in the description below. And I'm just gonna kind of lay out what we're doing here. This whole channel was kind of a year in the making, and we wanted to start early in the spring to do all of this planter stuff. And we had a really long, crappy winter here, and the garage is not heated. It will be upcoming winter, but it wasn't last winter. And if you watch some of the earlier videos, you'll see that. So we rushed through planter season as fast as we could to get as much out as we can. But now we're getting past that. So thankfully, we got a whole bunch of other stuff going on. I actually have 3 custom orders for entryway benches and some coat rack. And we're gonna also change it up, and we're gonna settle in now. Kind of spring training's over. I have some videos on how I get sales, basically building a woodworking business on a budget, you know, stuff like that, just to kind of help people and go over what I've learned over the last year and a half, and you know, setting up my own shop. Because definitely some advice that I took on YouTube was not great, and I would like to go back and, you know, redo some of that if I was given a choice. So I'm going to give you my 2 cents on all that stuff. And also we're going to start having members only videos in the near future, where you're going to see all of kind of the inside the shop things that aren't all processed and edited down. And my son will be more involved in that. He's the guy holding the camera right now. I do this for about 45 minutes, and then he spends a long time making the video look like that. All right, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. For all those that have subscribed before and watched our videos, we thank you very much. We appreciate it. And so yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and click on one of those boxes. Thanks for watching.